Welcome to the 6th day of Christmas Realignment Yoga Edition. Today I'll be introducing you to a posture called the Psoas Release, which comes from Jill Gaumont and her restorative exercise system. So what is the psoas? The psoas is a muscle, or it is two muscles, that attach to your spine just below your rib cage, and then they run down the inside of the body, the inside of the pelvis, and attach to the back of the top of the femur. So that it's a very deep muscle. It's behind all of your internal organs. And if you've ever been told that you have tight hip flexors, it is likely that you have maybe a shortened psoas. And you can definitely have one side that is tighter than the other. So because the muscle is so deep and it's behind everything, sometimes it's hard to stretch it. And also because we're really good at creating compensating movements, or we're really good at avoiding our tight hip flexors. And one of the things you'll do to avoid your tight hip flexors is your ribs will thrust. Another way that we cope with a tight psoas is by tucking our tail. And so, or any combination of those things. Or you might find that maybe you have a little bit of rotation, like one of your shoulders is more forward than the other. That could be a sign that maybe one side is a little tighter than the other. So today we're going to do a Psoas Release, which is just a really nice relaxing way to lengthen the psoas out. It's not a stretch, it's very passive. And you don't really need anything special. I mean, I could get some bolsters, I could get some blocks, but actually you could just, get your super tacky Christmas pillows. I love these Christmas pillows, by the way. And you need, as many as it takes. I'm gonna see if you can see me lying on the floor if I get over here. I'm pretty far away, but hopefully you can see this. So usually, if you lay down on the floor, you can still see me, perfect. Any combination of thing might happen. You might notice that your hamstrings are off the floor, so you can see there's some light underneath my hamstrings. That's extreme, but you might notice that your hamstrings don't hit the floor. Another thing you'll notice, and I don't know if you can see this in the video, but my ribs are lifting. Also, you might have a situation where the back of the neck is very short and your chin is higher than your forehead. So basically what we want to do is prop ourselves in a way that the ribs stay down and the hamstrings get onto the floor. So you get as many pillows as you need. You don't have to use pillows, you could use blankets, you could use bolsters, and you kind of shimmy down the prop and you prop your head and you set yourself up in a way that your bottom ribs ends up in line with the top of your pelvis and that your hamstrings are on the floor. And then you just hang out there and you just breathe deeply into your belly, arms a little bit away from the body, palms and hands face up, and close your eye. Just breathe deeply into your belly, practicing relaxing the abdomen, thinking about relaxing the front of the hips. And so as you hang out here, if your hamstrings hit the floor, if you notice your ribs drop down, you can always shimmy yourself a little bit more off the props. And then eventually you'll relax and relax and relax and relax. Your ribs will stay down and your head will eventually get to the floor. So it's just a really nice restorative way to relax our tight hip flexors. Thank you all for joining me on this 6th day of Christmas. We'll see you tomorrow.